Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more Geopolitical Simulator 4 Power and Revolution, our Uganda playthrough. Episode 36 for the series. Oh man, we've got a bunch of stuff here. I probably should have cleared these off real quick. Oh, well, I was off camera, but that's okay. I'll go ahead and clear them off right now. We've got a 51% approval rating. It is the 19th of January, so we've already ticked over for the year. We are in the middle of actually fighting a war with South Sudan, which is fine. We're just waiting for troops to basically get on the borders. Let's see, our budget here. We still got an excess of 14 billion with the treasury. We got 10.6 billion in reserve. And inflation is 18.89%. It's really gone down. And we're going to get it to go down more. In fact, if I get down to 15%, I might drop the key interest rate, which would be really good. But yeah, Uganda has grown. I mean, we're just this massive blob at this point, but things are getting a little dicey. Because the country's just getting harder and harder to manage as we bring together so many different types of citizens with different ways of thinking and different types of governments. It's just it's gonna get really hard to maintain this approval rating, but we'll do our best. The easiest way to do it's going to be dumping our money into anything that makes people happy, or I don't know, gives people a warm fuzzy feeling. So we're going to go ahead and do that. That gets us down to 13,000. We should be able to, probably in the next quarter, we should be able to completely eliminate dilapidated housing, which will be a pretty big milestone for us. I want to say we'd get a pretty big boost for that, but I actually have no idea if that's how it works. And this is just going to get harder and harder to do because the country is just getting bigger and bigger. I mean, we're massive now. In terms of the United States, I would say for square mileage purposes, actually, can we look at square mileage? Because I've got to say we've got to be close. Land areas miles, though, 3 there, and here it's... Oh, it compares right here, so they're 4. Well, 4 million square miles then, is that? MS million? So we're 3 million, so we're almost the size of the United States. So investing money that's gonna, and population-wise, let's see. And the United States does like us, and I can't remember if they liked us in the beginning of the series or not. Damn it. We actually have a significantly larger population, like 3 times the amount. Oh my god, okay. That's why I actually wanted to slow down population a bit. A lot of people were like, no, you want to increase population. Like, no, I want to slow it. I want to slow population. Our population is going to grow as we continue to conquer countries around us that have populations. You know, we're not in a hurry to increase population because we're not really in a hurry to grow the army, which would be the one reason why we might want to increase population. So, it's all good right now. But man, do we need to... Okay, so it looks like we've cleared up a lot of the troops that are on the outside here. There's still a pretty good amount. Was that... Okay, 11k tank power. I thought it was 111k. I was like, oh my god. No, just 11k. My missile launchers have moved up some. Let's have this one fire on and destroy. Let's get these tanks killed off. Same with this one. If I can get these tanks destroyed, that'd be perfect. Almost. Alright, and what else do we got here? Give me these commandos. We're gonna have them land here in the capital. And if I find more sitting around, I'll grab them up too. A lot of soldiers still hanging out. Yeah, go ahead and rebuild that. I wasn't aware that it was damaged. I wish that there was a better way to observe all of that.
Our infiltrated.
The housing sector's not doing well. We've already kind of done that. Housing should actually be pretty good right now. Oh my god, we're just like stirring up the... It's like kicking the a hornet's nest every time we go in there because there's just so many units. You guys need to go after this missile launcher because if you don't, it's going to destroy you. Just stupid amounts of troops floating around. But we're starting to get in here. Yes, this is the big group of troops I want to come in. So let's make sure these guys make it. And don't end up like this group of troops here. Here. Both of you stop this guy. Okay, tanks are going in. I've got enemy troops here we're going to destroy. Perfect. Okay, so they should be entering now. Okay, that's a weird way to come in. Here we go. Okay, boots are on the ground. We're going to start sending some of our forces in. There's still a lot here, so it's going to take some time to really crack this down. $3,200 tanks here. It looks like we've secured the surrounding area. Let's go after this base here. For sure. And give me some... What do we got for commandos sitting around? Get some of our commando forces in here as well to help clean up the city because it's just infested. Okay, this missile launcher we're gonna have take this one out. You'll see more missile launchers coming in. We can send these troops towards this guy, this tank after these troops, and I've got more tanks here. They're gonna go after this missile launcher. And it looks like we keep sending troops in here, but they're just getting pretty much insta-killed. Because there's just so many people defending this. United States declares war on Venezuela. Venezuela calls the UN to an ultimatum with the United States. All right. Cool. We'll have to keep track and see how that goes. It'll take a while for the United States to actually muster forces. All right, so some of our commandos dropping in here. We've got troops still coming in. They've cleared some of the enemy out, but not enough. Oh my god, the commandos didn't even stand a chance. I cannot believe how well defended this capital is. And North Korea drops another bomb on Japan. I mean, what's new at this point? Like, it was impressive the first time North Korea did it. Hell, it was even impressive the second time they did it. And even the third time. But by the fourth time, and the fifth, and now the sixth time, it started to get a little old. So they've bombed out this city. They've now dropped the nuke over here. Because why not? They're just running out of places to nuke. They've nuked over here. They did nuke down here, but it looks like Japan's managed to rebuild most of it. I can't say that their population's looking good. 74 million. I have a feeling that that is significantly smaller than what it used to be. But that could just be me. North Korea's still got 1 million troops. But they cannot seem to get forces on the ground in Japan. And that might be because Japan seems to have a pretty decent air force. See a lot of Japanese fighters and drones kicking around. So that would probably be why. Well, North Korea's got some fighters too. It's always hard to invade islands because if the AI sends a lot of fighters and boats after you, it's really hard to get troops on the ground. I mean, we witnessed that in my North Korea playthrough. I won't spoil anything, but when the United States declared war on us, it looked pretty hopeless, but we managed to defend ourselves in it. Well, once we destroyed the United States bases that were located in like South Korea, it was pretty, I don't want to say easy, but it definitely got easier after that. Still have troops coming in and get decimated by guards on the border, but dropping the commandos in seems to have helped. Let's pile all the commandos into here because that's going to be the most defensible position. This commando's going to go do what he wants, though. He doesn't seem to want to listen to me. And I guess that's fine. Wow, there's still a bunch in here. Oh my god. Only one thing we can do, guys. We're gonna have to send a bunch of our commandos in. I don't really want to send them all in, though. That'd be a little overkill, but we'll send a lot of them in. Let's see. Where would a bulk of them be hiding? There's 161 here. We're gonna have to train more commandos, I guess. This is the most I've seen. So go for that. Meanwhile, give me all these troops. And give me these 13,000 troops too. We're gonna make this real interesting. It's gonna leave us a little undefended, but we're gonna take the fight straight to them. Now we should see a bunch of troops moving in. Treats its elderly. We've actually got pretty good health benefits, I'm pretty sure. Uh-oh.
Headquarters up.
Hopefully the cyber attack doesn't go through.
We have the cyber.
Oh, yes, we stopped it.
Our government.
Okay, let me quickly go into health real quick. We've got a budget surplus, so we can dump it into something. It's either going to be health or it's going to be education. I know education's still lagging behind pretty good. $10 billion, yikes. Alright, we're going to spend $6 billion on all this. It should give us a pretty big boost. Teachers are going to love it. Long overdue. I'm going to cut back everybody's salaries in a bit anyways.
That this organization is preparing to...
Uganda forces of the two people. Okay, yeah, let's take a look real quick at that. We haven't looked at it yet. Whatever. We'll just go ahead and arrest this guy. And make sure we keep infiltrating these organizations. And most importantly, that we keep spying on their members that we know of. The ones here we have that can be surveilled. Alright. 6.7 for $6 billion. I would have thought that would have been a little bit better.
We've proceeded to we have strong
Perfect.
suspicions that this organization...
Fighters for integrity now too, huh? Guys are getting rowdy. Okay, arrest this guy.
You found
Ah, dang it. He's not our guy. Okay, we've got more forces moving in. It's a pretty good amount. Here comes a tank. Oh boy. Now we're talking. Tank's gonna move into the People's Square. We'll engage this infantry unit with it. The troops, I'd like for them to head straight for the head of state resident. You know what? Actually, I want them to stay here. I'm not gonna throw them into the meat grinder just yet. I feel like the more troops we can have consolidate, if we can catch small pockets of theirs troops and kill them off, then it'll maybe help us out a bit with getting our forces better landed in the city. Especially so that way these guys don't shoot our commandos when they come in. Here, we'll have these guys stop here at this intersection and handle these troops. Dang. Okay, we're gonna definitely lose these guys, but I'm gonna make sure they do a number before we do. Nice grenades. Get them. Damn it. No. Oh, that's it though, huh? Well, we know we got more coming in. Budget excess of $6 billion now, so we really cut that back some. Rocket attack thwarted. Great. 19%. Wow, inflation's really climbed back up there. Why is that? What's the GDP?
The city has fallen.
Growth. Has it gone above 5%? 14%. Why? Because I'm taking over other countries, probably.
The terrorist org.
We've got a lot more people pouring in now. Commandos coming in. Still not enough. Oh my god. I just can't believe the amount of troops they keep sending. Just cleaned house. They still got all these troops. Sometimes the AI will pull the troops out of their city. But in this case, believe it or not, they've actually continued to put more troops in the city. They've even brought tanks in. Ugh. Oh, looks like the UN will not be handling the United States-Venezuela conflict. They're gonna stay right out of that. How's the rest of the war going? It looks like outside of South Sudan's main city, they've decided they're not really interested in taking the fight to us. They're just trying to defend their capital at this point. I think they kind of see us probably bum rushing it. So they're trying to stop us at all costs. We've got a lot of troops now starting to pile in around the city. They don't have any more forces defending on the outside, except for a few small... They've got a few small forces out here. It's really not a lot. Oh, 700 tank power there and a missile launcher. But it's still not that much. I'm gonna divert this to go stop this guy before he gets to our base. I will admit we're somewhat leaving ourselves vulnerable, but I think we can handle it. Did we get that missile launcher? Yeah. Ah, that's 4,700 troops, though. Oh, we've got troops in the area, but I'd rather use a missile launcher if we have it. But I think we've used them all. We don't seem to have any more missile launchers sitting around. Well, troops are engaging. I guess I better head in there and stop this. Send these tanks there. That'll really help clean it up some. Oh, we captured a military base. Okay, how's this looking now? It's getting flooded. Yeah. Yeah, they're not... We're going to be able to overwhelm them, I think. It's just going to take some time. We've actually managed to clear out the head of state residence, but they're going to load in and take it right back. Got one commando in there. I cannot seem to take control of him. Okay, we've cleared the television building. They're sending more people out of their military base, which I guess isn't a bad thing because it means they're starting to get them cleared out. Wow, these guys, they took out like 6 people before they finally got cleared out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Our troops do seem to do pretty good when they get in there.
One of my men took...
Not as good that time. They're starting to overwhelm us again. Oh, no. Stop. Oh, we had a large group of troops jump in here. I cannot believe just the amount of troops they have here defending this. Another group of troops, though. Our army's got to be hurting by now. Ah, here we go. If we can get one more big group in here, we can split their forces up some. Ah, these guys are going right for the military base. It's probably not a bad thing. Come on, need another group of troops, though. Jesus.
The city has fallen.
Alright, 2,400 still sitting here. I've got 4,300 here I'm going to send. I'm going to have these guys head for these rocket launchers. We still have tanks, more troops heading in. Have these guys go for these missile launchers. Okay, there's some pretty big sized armies now heading this way. I see a 1,000 and 5,000 convoy. Yeah, this is pretty brutal. All right, here we go. Here comes these other big groups. Still a lot of troops over at the square. Okay, we've got some commandos coming in, so that's good. Another big group of troops up here. That'll kind of disperse the main group that came out of the parliament. A lot of commandos coming in. Need the commandos probably to get inside the bunker area. Ah, it's really gonna be their best bet if they can get inside there. Because if they can start cracking that. Come on, guys. Come on. I cannot seem to control these guys. The game's getting like real dodgy on me. Alright, we've cleared these guys out over here though. Ooh, and the museum. Okay. I think we've finally done it, guys. I think we finally have overwhelmed them here. Oh, it only took the entire episode, but we've done it. Game's getting real froggy. That's it. We are overwhelming them. They cannot hope to clean us all up now. They'd have to send more troops in, and I doubt they'll get them in with as many troops as we've got coming this way. I was not sure if we were actually going to pull this off at first. I mean, I figured we would eventually. It's just, it was taking a long time. Way longer than I thought it would. Okay, we did it. We cracked it. Yeah, they had some troops on the outside, but they couldn't get in there anymore. I had so many troops built up. Taking that military base there did help. We don't need any more troops to go in there. I'm going to re-divert everybody to taking this missile launcher out. And this group of tanks that are heading in. Try to stall them. Buy us some time.
We have just taken the
We almost took this base, right? No. How's things going up here, by the way? Pretty good. We're actually in the process of almost taking another city. And we got it. So the whole time South Sudan here had to fight kind of on two fronts. Which didn't work out for them. We had a pretty large army, but they just stacked all their units in the capital, which I was not expecting from the AI. That's different. I've never had the AI do that to me. Just like load a bunch of troops in. Yep, that was definitely different. This missile launcher trying to retreat. Debt to be paid, 163 million for 3 years. Refused because we're going for that sweet, sweet, sweet integration that we so desperately need. We got another budget excess has gone up. I don't know why. Inflation has gone up too. I also don't know why. Could be any one thing. Boy, I wonder how many terrorist groups we're going to get out of this. How much did that cost us? And what was the death toll? This is a battle that I'd be very curious in seeing the numbers for. 258 million and 119 civilian and military casualties. The army took a beating. It took a beating. Oh, boy. 720,000. Yeah. Commandos. We lost a lot of commandos. Let's get that back up to... Heck, I want it to be 10,000. Go for a nice round number there. a little expensive. I guess we'll go ahead. I wasn't going to up this, but I've changed my mind. We're going to hire another 100,000 or go for at least another 100,000 more over our objective. It'll cost us some money, but hey, it'll be good for unemployment anyway, so. We can take all of that for what it's worth. And nice. Uganda's looking a little bit bigger. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So we're going to go ahead and end it off here since we're out of time. We've got still a lot more growing to do. Like a lot more. I'm not sure. Let's see. National defense, employment, public finances. So people like all that. Not sure where we're going to go next. I've contemplated Ethiopia. And a couple other places. I've got some ideas. I think definitely Ethiopia or Kenya is going to be our next spread. If we can spread into this corner, then we sever the continent south to north. We own both sides of the continent. We can put a port over here someplace, which will be great for our economy. Start connecting all that by roads. Then the east and west side of the continent will actually be connected by roads as well. Spreading north is going to be the hardest, especially when we hit countries like Morocco and Egypt, and maybe even Libya. Now, maybe not as much. I know Egypt's going to be really hard to fight. They're going to be tough. They're going to be the reason why we're going to need over 1 million troops eventually. Morocco won't be hard, but they're owned by Spain, and that's what's going to be difficult because I don't know if going to war with Morocco is going to pull Spain in, and if it pulls Spain in, who else is it going to pull in? I mean, I don't know. And then down south, it shouldn't be too hard until we get to South Africa. Small army, but they're a pretty well recognized country. I don't know if that's going to cause some issues with... I don't know if it's going to cause some issues with other countries as well. Also, we've got a new population of 1 billion and a GDP of 1,200 billion now, so almost 1,300 billion, so that's pretty good news. And yeah, we got a big boom, I guess, from national defense and employment, which I wasn't expecting. Probably employment, most importantly. It is kind of floating around there, so we'll need to deal with that too. Alright, so with that being said, I want to thank you all for joining me. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you next time.